Welcome to the Future Self Akashic Activation. My name's Tara Preston. I'm a feminine prosperity and authentic leadership mentor for women who are ready to come into deep, sacred relationship with themselves and money so they can live the life they feel called to. This is so important. And when I speak about coming into deeper relationship with ourself and money, I'm really speaking about letting our desires as women lead, getting to know ourselves in such a deep capacity that we truly understand what it is that we want, who we feel called to be in the world. And we're healing our money story in a way where we can fully land in a place of trust and faith when it comes to receiving and having money support our bigger dreams and desires. All right, so the Future Self Akashic Activation. This is a short 10-minute meditation. You will want to have a journal handy and a pen. And the invitation really is to carve out 10 minutes, slow it down, and to activate this future self, right? Because every next level, every new dream, or every big desire requires a new you, right? So here we are sitting here in one vibration. So generally speaking, when I'm working with women and I'm moving them through a transformation, regardless of what it is, they're sitting in one vibration and I'm supporting them to move through a transformation where they go from one vibration all the way to another vibration. So this is all about becoming an energetic match to our next level, to our desires, to a certain amount of money that will support our next level, our big dream, or our big desire. Right? So we're coming from point A and we're going to point B, which are two totally different vibrational states. So our future self, she holds an entirely different vibration. Now, depending on what the desire is or what the next level is, it might be more of a subtle shift in the vibration, but moving from one energetic state to another, generally what happens is that we are learning to be a different version of ourselves. And so we are actually moving from one way of seeing and being, which is very tied into our self-image as women. And so oftentimes, women come to me and they're sitting in that vibration and they're sitting in a current self-image. They have a way they present themselves to the world. They have a state of being and they have a way of seeing themselves. And within all that is a belief system, our stories, current stories and programs that we have, and oftentimes even old energetic kind of gunk rooted in the past. And so here we are going to activate this future timeline. So that future self that's living in that next level vibration, she has a new self image. She has a totally new way of being and a new way of seeing herself with new stories and new beliefs that support the new reality where she's actually living the desire. So I also want to remind you that when we lead from this place of desire, right, we're coming into sacred relationship with ourselves. Once we claim the desire, once we do the deep digging and we land in the juicy desire, what do we want and what do you want and who do you feel called to be? Once we claim it, the way naturally opens from there. The way to get the money, or the money will just naturally appear, but also the path it opens automatically once we uncover the juicy desire. And maybe that's a certain amount of money, maybe that's whatever the desire is, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a move, maybe it's some sort of expansion. Once we uncover it, what we want, because we are the powerful creators of our own experience as divine feminine women, once we uncover and claim it, the way opens. And so it's really just a matter of taking the steps and seeding in the new way of being until we fully become an energetic match, which then really allows the manifestation of the desire or the new reality or the dream to manifest. So a lot of the work that I do is with the Akashic Records. It has been over the last 8 years. I've done hundreds and hundreds of Akashic Record sessions and weave it into all of my programs. It's considered one of the planet's deepest healing tools. And so a lot of times when I'm working with women, we activate a future timeline through the Akashic Records. But at the same time, we're kind of clearing out layers of gunk and patterns that are connected to all those old stories and the current self-image through Akashic level clearing work. And so this is clearing work at the level of the soul. The Akashic Records are a brilliant healing tool for clearing out past life choices, creating current life blocks. So I wanted to just mention that, because oftentimes as we open up this future timeline, there can be layers of blocks and restrictions tied to the old self-image based on old choices, past life, sometimes current life time, and we can also clear those out via the Akashic Record. But it's a very, very rapid, accelerated approach to clearing out soul level blocks so that you can move forward with greater ease and really start to embody and become that energetic match to the next level that you're stepping into or the desire that you're stepping into. So with the Future Self Akashic activation, I want you to take a moment and just get clear on a little bit of who you desire to be in, let's just say, 6 months' time. You could do a year if you want to, but for the sake of today, for this meditation, we're going to do 6 months. Who do you desire to be? What do you desire? So that, let's get clear on that. And this can be, you can play with this. It could be a simple desire. It could be a big desire. What is your next level? Who do you feel called to be in the world? And I like to tie this piece to money, right? Because it's all about becoming an energetic match to the next level reality, to the amount of money that we're calling in for ourselves to live the soul aligned lifestyle, or the desire, to have the desire that we're being called to experience here in the physical. And I actually want to speak a little bit to that because desire is so important. When I speak about soul, living our soul, living from a place of soul, living from a place of desire, that's really where we're letting our essence lead. And our essence, our soul self, a big piece of the reason that we're here is because our divinity seeks to express and experience itself here in the physical. So our desires, they are meant for us. They are our soul speaking to us, and the divine would never even inspire us with these desires if they weren't meant for us. And so having money serve and support us as we step into more of our desires and the woman that we feel called to be, it's so natural. It's so a part of how the divine serves to support us on our sacred path as women. So go ahead and write down a desire, or if you have in mind, you have, I go much deeper onto all these pieces in a lot of my different programs. The Magical Feminine Prosperity program, for instance, is another way that you can go deeper into designing your soul aligned life. But for now, in 6 months' time, who do you feel called to be, or what desire do you have, and about how much money would it take to live it? Okay, so you can write that number down, and you can, write the desire down if you wish. Beautiful. So you can go ahead and close your eyes and drop your chin, and we're going to sink into some sacred space here. I am going to assist you in opening up the Akashic records. This is a very simplified way of accessing and being in the energy of the Akasha to activate this really beautiful future timeline self. And so this is like when we enter the energy of the Akasha, we're also working via higher self. So the Akasha really sits in like the fifth dimensional aspect. And so the higher self is the way that we actually start to obtain a lot of that information. We get the downloads via the higher self, or whatever way you tend to pick up intuitively. This is a really simple process, so I do want you to trust it. But the way that we're doing this is we're actually, because we're working in the energy of the Akasha, the higher self is going to give you a reflection of the version, the higher vision of who you need to be to land in the desire, to become the energetic match. And from there, all you're doing daily is aligning to that future self. You're being in the energy of her first thing in the morning, and you're actually looking at who is she? Who do I need to be? What ways of being can I start to incorporate over the next 6 months to become the vibrational match? All right, so go ahead and once again and close your eyes and drop your chin. We're now going to open up the Akasha. So with that, taking a beautiful breath in through the nose and down into the belly and out through the mouth. And taking another breath in through the nose, down into the belly and out through the mouth. And we'll do that one more time. And actually, we'll do it one more time for a total of 3 breaths. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. Go ahead and just let your body weight drop and drop until you feel fully supported by the beauty and abundance of Mother Earth. Bringing your attention to the heart space now, we're going to bring some rose quartz light, letting that rose quartz light gently nourish and expand the heart chakra space. I now bring down the temples of divine love, light, truth, abundance, wisdom, and power. I ask our guides, teachers, angels, and the goddesses and the guardians to be present to create a protective space of 100% light and love, banishing all negative influences should there be any. Let this be a divinely protected space where only the highest frequencies of love and light shall pass. Giving yourself a moment again to be with the energy of the heart space, to be in that place of love. If that's hard to find, because sometimes it is in life, that's okay. This is all perfect. We don't want to overthink it. From this place, allowing the golden grid of the flower of life to begin to expand out from the heart space located at the center of the chest. If you don't know what the golden grid looks like, it's okay. Just let gold energy begin to expand out from the heart space, from the chest. Let this light, the radiant substance of all of life, begin to permeate and fuse itself with you and within you and all around you. Let the Akasha field that is the light continue to grow and expand and interpermeate with the physical and non-physical reality that exists before you and all around you. Let the radiant substance of all of life that flows through you, through all things, continue to flower and expand from the heart chakra, feeling it, seeing it, sensing it now, as the doors to the Akasha now open, and all the wisdom and love of the Akasha is now open to you. Beautiful. So at this point, you're in the energy of the Akasha. And so for today, just go ahead and simply request your Akashic record by saying, I now request my Akashic record. Thank you. And so it is. So you can visualize a door at the heart chakra that's located in the center of your chest, and you can go ahead and open the door. You're going to step onto a path. And we're going to continue to walk the path. So this is that current you. You're walking the path. Really let your energy expand and tune in to all possibility. There's forest on either side of you. Take a deep breath in, enjoying that beautiful fresh air. Really allowing yourself to lean into the loving support of the divine and the universe. We're all knowing and trusting and having that faith that all of your desires are meant for you, that it doesn't have to be hard, that it can be so, so easy, and allowing yourself to feel the love and the support, everything working for you. Continuing to walk down the path, you are now going to see a beautiful gold tunnel. This tunnel contains the highest frequencies of love and light. It feels so safe. So you can go ahead and step into the tunnel. This tunnel is going to carry you into the future. So with every step, you're going to go 1 month into the future. So here we go. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps, and you're at the end of the tunnel. So you go ahead and step out of the tunnel, and you're going to end up on a cement pathway, or whatever path, however the path looks to you. There's no wrong way to do this. At this point, you really just want to allow the wisdom to present itself to you. No wrong way. Just noticing what you see, what you sense, what you feel, letting yourself just take it all in. So continue to walk up to the path, and this path is going to take you to your home. So either, maybe a new home, but this is your future home. So it could be your current home, your future home. You're actually going to walk up to the door and notice that the door is ajar, and you're going to pop your head in. As you put your head in, I want you to scan the room. How does that space look and feel to you? Is it different than how your current home looks and feels to you? And if so, how? Just notice what you notice. Then go ahead and start to move into the house. And there you are going to see your future self. She doesn't see you. She might be sitting at the table or sitting on the couch, but I want you to take her in. So there she is. She has done a journey that you have yet to do, but she is living in the vibration of the desire. So take her in and notice what you notice. Notice how she's dressed. This is a beautiful piece I love to personally weave in, because it's a really great way to embody that future vibration daily. But notice how she's dressed, how she's presenting herself, how she carries herself. How is she showing up different from you now? And if you want to go ahead and jot some of this down, go ahead. Now she's going to stand up, and as she does, her kids or her husband or some key relationship person is going to walk down the stairs, and they're just going to have a little bit of a dialogue. But I want you to notice how she carries herself in the context of the relationship. Is it different than you now? Is it the same? Just notice what you notice, because these are all clues about how she's showing up in the world and that future vibration along this future timeline. And so that conversation ends and those people leave, and she's also getting ready to leave. But before she does that, she's going to head over to a mirror on the wall and kind of just fix herself. And as she does that, she's looking at herself in a certain way. She's just gazing at herself. But notice how she takes herself in. Is it the same as you or different? So these are all clues. What do you most love about the way that she is showing up for you? Notice what you notice. Write it down if you want to, because these are clues. These are clues about what you can start doing today to start anchoring into the new vibration, seeding in the new energy, activating the new timeline. How does she see herself? There's clues there about the new self-image. How can you start to create new stories from the perspective of your future self? You can do that daily by not buying into the current stories that keep you playing small. What do you really, really want that she has but you don't yet? Write it down. And go ahead and write any other thoughts or feelings that are coming down, or coming through. So at this point, she is going to notice you. She's going to walk over to you, and she is so thrilled to see you. She's going to take her hands in your hands, and she is going to send you so much love, and you are going to fully receive it, and you are going to send her love. So at this point, she may have wisdom to share with you. And if you want to pause the recording, go ahead. But you can ask her. She has done a journey. What wisdom, what guidance, what insight, what next steps? And you can come back to her over and over and over again. Does she have about where you're at and what you need to know about how to continue to move forward along this future timeline into the next evolution of the woman you're being called to be? You can pause the recording and listen. All right. So beautiful. So this is the next level of vibration, right? She has a certain amount of money that's there to support her. She's living the desire. She's anchored into a new vibration. She's feeling most likely more self-expressed, more rooted in love. Her relationship is much more likely to be different than the relationship you have with yourself. So they're all clues. So now you have an idea of what you need to begin building in right now to start to become embodied as her, to start to become the energetic match. This is the energy that you want to start your day off with in the morning, right? Anchoring into her. So we're in that vibration, we have the desire, the way is open. From this place, we listen for the inspired action. We ask, we receive, we believe, we stay in the faith that everything we've activated today is on its way. If you have any questions, reach out to Tara at tarapreston.com and share with me as well. Share with me what's come through with you, your biggest insight. What's come through for you, your biggest insight. And if you desire to take this work deeper, if you desire to go into the clearing work and just kind of clear the gunk out, if you desire a deep soul level transformation, a container that can hold you as you step into this next level, your future self, create this new self-image, and anchoring into this new vibration, this new self-image daily is a beautiful, powerful way to really start to create the new stories to support the new self and the new self-image. So, so powerful, especially done first thing in the morning. So go ahead and really, anchor, connect to your future self, send her love, and now pull her into you. Beautiful. So this is a tool you can begin using daily. In a couple of days, you're going to receive an additional email, and it's going to be a morning practice that's going to support what we've activated today. A beautiful morning practice for you to anchor into your sacred feminine prosperity frequency, for you to boost your vibration and become attractive to your desires, and for you to continue to align daily to that future self. So it's going to be the tool that will ground all this in and support you in continually becoming that woman, that future self, until you are an energetic match. So keep an eye out on your inbox. If you have questions, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to ask that the door between the worlds now be closed, that the Akasha now be closed, and you can actually just see all that gold energy coming back into your heart. And so it is. Have a beautiful day.